Hello and welcome to another edition of Gordy's Pickleball Podcast, and I've got two absolute superstars from the WPC event this weekend in Brisbane. It's a bit of noise in the background, but hopefully you can hear us. I've got Tom Evans and the amazing talent who's just burst onto the scene in Australia, Zach Grabovic. I was going to ask, is it Vic or Vich?
So when my father immigrated, they dropped the accent, so it's just Grabovic.
Grabovic. So I'll have to remember that for the because the semi-finals are coming up in the singles.
Yes.
So if you happen to see, you won't see this before the singles final, but these boys actually won the gold in the doubles today here in Brisbane. Absolutely in a class of their own. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how you came together and how it all started for you guys?
Well, it was kind of random for us, honestly. Obviously I've spent the last 10 years in the United States. I moved over in 2014 to play college tennis. Messed around with a little bit of college rugby and semi-professional American football, and then found my way to pickleball. Been playing pickleball for the last couple of years, on and off between coaching and trying to play on the pro tour. But ended up coming home for Christmas this year for the first time in 5 years since COVID. Was trying to just get some games, and so I reached out to Aaron, who's the captain of the Melbourne Mavericks, because I saw them post on Instagram. Otherwise I wouldn't really know anyone or anywhere to play in Melbourne. And Aaron was like, look, I'm a little bit busy, but there's this new guy. He's a top tennis player that hasn't quite learned the way of pickleball yet, but maybe you can help him. And Tom Evans, and connected us. So and then from the first day I was like, I saw the potential in him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to grab onto him while I can before he gets too big for me. So
wow. I managed to see the potential in Tom back in Phuket in February. I think it was your first tournament, Tom. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about that experience and your journey so far.
Yeah, so I was playing a pro tour tennis tournament in it was actually in Brisbane and Gold Coast. There was two in a row, and I was getting at my wit's end with tennis. Like I was getting done with it, and I actually broke my toe.
Oh.
So so then we booked accommodation in Gold Coast. So we just decided to stay, and we were like, well, we've got nothing to do. Let's try some sports. Pickleball was popping up on my YouTube. I was trying to understand. It looks fun, but I also didn't think it was cool. Anyway, and it's just a tennis player thing, right? And
I always thought it was cool.
I think it's really cool now. But when we were playing table tennis, badminton, then we tried pickleball and absolutely fell in love with it. I was like, this is back on that, the coolest thing ever. And so we, Helena and I, we started playing, and we found Zach. So Aaron had messaged me. We were coming back from Queensland, so we just started, and we were driving back from Queensland, and Aaron said, come down now to his tennis club, like where they play pickleball. There's this guy here, Zach. He's an amazing player. This and that. Then I messaged Zach on Instagram saying, "Do you want to hit tomorrow?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's just do it." So
and the rest is sort of history.
Yeah, and then Phuket. So that would have been about roughly 3 months of playing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable experience playing. First match ever played against Kwangdong. I mean, he's beaten Ben Johns twice. Made a final the other week.
Yeah, and I recall that match because it was your first match ever, and in a tournament sort of setting. And it was 8-0, I think, and then you all of a sudden grew wings and you sort of got a feel for it, and you burst right back. I don't think he scored another point after that point.
I can't remember it exactly, but he was up convincingly. I was just nervous. Obviously, first pickleball match, centre court. It was the first match of the whole exhibition thing, and I was missing, and then I was like, stuff this, I'm just gonna switch on, and then I found my gear, and then I came back. Can't remember exactly what it was, but
and that sweet little drop volley that you had.
Yeah, I was, for some weird reason, I was just like dialing that shot in, come to the net and just chopped it like a tennis volley, and just for some weird reason it was just working. I haven't tried it after or before, but it just worked that particular match. might try today against Zach if we play. If we play
watch for it, Zach. It's deadly.
if we play, you know, in maybe in the bronze medal match, who knows? But yeah, I mean that experience in Thailand was unbelievable. We didn't, all of us, Helena, Natasha, and I, we didn't play our greatest. You know, first tournament nerves always kicks in. But yeah, it was great to get that out of the way. Then a few days later, I won the PPA in Sydney, so that was quite big for me.
Against Mitch Hargraves in the final.
Yeah.
That was a big thing.
Yeah, that was a really intense match.
Yeah.
Really intense. I think it was. I can't even remember the score, but I've lost my memory because I was so. I hadn't eaten that whole day because I hate eating when playing.
And it was a hot day.
Hot day.
It was intense.
Yeah, and I was just so delirious by the end of that. It was, I don't know how I won that. This is crazy, but yeah, unbelievable match.
Yeah, so back to you guys. So you won gold today, and tell us what's coming up potentially with your combination.
Everything's coming up. I mean, Tom and I have a 100% commitment to doing this full time and being professional pickleball players and seeing how far we can go with this and making this our profession basically. So we have kind of committed to every tournament that we can get to and play. I've taken time off work and I'm now working with sponsorships and things to get me into that full-time professional role to cover my expenses. And yeah, so we're training full time. We're training, doing 2 sessions a day, gym sessions. We're fully devoted to see how far we can take it, and we'll be traveling around parts of Southeast Asia, playing on these WPC tournaments, getting exposure, and MPL. Obviously, we're teammates in the MPL, and then any MPL, PPA, basically every tournament that's in this hemisphere, we will be playing and hopefully we'll be dominating.
Awesome, yeah, because you're right. We've got Korea, China, Chinese Taipei. We've got Bali coming up, India. So you're going to be going to all these great locations and playing against great players. So tell us about the paddle sponsorship that because if you are a paddle sponsor, you want to get onto these boys quickly, don't you think? Because you're going to go to these new markets.
Yeah,
and going to be playing great pickleball.
I'm pretty much a free agent in terms of all my endorsements right now.
So there you go.
So I haven't signed with people. I am in some negotiations. But I was on the tour for about 4 or 5 months after playing semi-pro football. And I was top 32 on the PPA tour for singles. However, the expenses that involved getting to that level buried me. So I haven't competed in the last year. I've just been working full time, getting myself out of debt and trying to build that savings. So yeah, I haven't really been working too closely with a lot of companies because I wasn't in that environment. But now I'm back and. A good showing this weekend, and then hopefully continue showing that potential, and the endorsements and sponsors start rolling in if you're listening.
That's exactly right. And so you can tell this is live because there's live announcements going on. There's live pickleball action in the background. But so you both played mixed this weekend as well. You both did very well. You won gold and won bronze in your very first outing really in Australia, but you are looking for a mixed doubles partner as well, is that right?
I am looking for a mixed doubles partner. My partner, she's phenomenal. Love playing with her.
She is Natasha Illich. She's a gun,
but she's got some other things drawing her commitment and some other things on her horizon, which is awesome. But yeah, I'm looking to really try and find someone like a Tom on the female side of things. That we can lock in and really build that chemistry. Because if there's one thing I've learned from the US, the teams that stay together win. The teams that build that chemistry, practice every day, and get to be with each other and learn each other's games. I mean, we saw it with us today in the final. Like we had a strong outing today in all our matches, but like in the final we just clicked. And like I don't think there was a part of the court that we didn't have covered because we knew where each other were the entire time. And I want to build that with someone I'm not really not looking for the one night stands, you know. I'm in it for the commitment now. So trying to find someone that is as committed as we are, and then that we can build with and grow with, and really see what we can do to pickleball in Australia, pickleball in the Southern Hemisphere, and then eventually pickleball in the world.
Yeah. So, and your mixed doubles partner, Helena Spiritus, she's your life partner as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So how does that work, Tom?
Present the medals for the men's
Is it a hard thing to do? Because there's some couples can't play together. You obviously can. What's the secret?
I mean, we're best friends.
David Rose.
Off the court, on the court. I mean, I have my moments where I get a little bit frustrated at myself, and she thinks sometimes it's on her. I'm like, no, it's not on you. It's fine. That's like the worst we get.
Possibly even more
other
famous,
than that,
the
it
soft
just
man
works really
himself.
well. I mean,
Brad Glass.
we know each other so well. We know everything about each other. So I mean, it can either go one of two ways, and it's going the right way. So,
that's
yeah.
awesome.
So I mean, we're going to stick with that because it's working really well, and we love playing together.
Well, what a great way to finish. And congratulations on a great weekend. It's not over yet for you, the singles to come today. So, by the time that's played out, it'll be too late to talk about it. But best of luck for the rest of the season on the WPC Tour and the NPL. And thank you for joining us on the Gordy's Pickleball Podcast.
We appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Thank you.